Hello, welcome to the Villages, Florida. My name is David. I'm a realtor with Florida Realty Investments, and this is our weekly look at the real estate market here in the Villages. As always, I would caution you to check today's date, make sure you're getting the most recent information. I would also mention that all of this data is from the MLS. It does not include any properties that are listed on the Village's own internal VLS system. I've been out of town the last 2 weeks. Thank you to all of you who reached out to me to make sure that I was okay. If you have any questions on properties in the Villages, please contact me at DavidisinFlorida@gmail.com. So let's begin. The number of listings currently is 218. They range in price from 219,000 to 1,975,000. This is the first time that I can recall that there hasn't been a listing for sale under $200,000. When we take a closer look at current listings, we can see no listings under $200,000, 22 listings this week between $200,000 and $300,000. 3 weeks ago, the number of listings between $200,000 and $300,000 was 16, and the week prior to that, 20. The most active price segment, as always, is the $300,000 to $500,000 price range. This week, there are 134 properties for sale in this price range. 3 weeks ago, it was 120, and 4 weeks ago, it was 121. The median listing price per square foot is now under $270 a square foot, the lowest we've seen since April. The median time on the market for all listings is still hovering around 40 days, which is on the high end of what we've seen since we started producing this show in early April. Taking a look at properties that sold and closed over the last 7 days, 25 properties closed. We're still hovering around the lower end of the range, but seasonally the market should start to pick up. We are entering the busiest time of year here. If we take a closer look at properties that sold over the last 7 days, no properties sold for under 200,000. Two properties sold between 200,000 and 300,000, and over the last 7 days, 16 properties sold between $300,000 and $400,000. 3 weeks ago, that number was also 16, and the week prior to that, 14. Looking at the price realized on a square foot basis, we are at the low end of the range. We're still under $255 a square foot for properties that sold over the last 7 days. This graph shows us how long properties have been on the market that closed over the last 7 days. It's down to just over 10 days, down markedly from the 25 days that we were seeing recently. Looking at new listings and pending sales, we can see that over the last 7 days, there were 24 new listings and only 12 homes went pending over the last 7 days. This is probably the most shocking graph we're going to look at this week. It shows us that the median time on the market for properties that went pending over the last 7 days was 50 days on the market, more than twice as long as we saw just a month and a half ago. Looking at the price per square foot on pending properties, we see that the price per square foot over the last 7 days was $265.61 for the properties that went pending. This graph shows us the price change from the original listing price for properties that went pending over the last 7 days. The median price decrease was 5.35%. Sellers are still having to reduce their asking prices to attract buying interest. And as always, the last two things we look at are what percentage of listings on the MLS currently have a decrease from their original listing price. This week, 55% of all properties on the MLS have had to reduce their asking price from the original listing price. And our final graph is a look at what the median change in the asking price has been over the last 7 days. The median change for all listings is a decrease of 4.55% from the original listing price. So that ends this week's look at the real estate market here in the Villages, Florida. Once again, my name is David. If you have any questions on real estate in the Villages or its close proximity, please contact me at DavidisinFlorida@gmail.com. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. If you have any interest in a property or if you'd like to be kept apprised of properties that come on the market, please contact me. I'll be happy to help you. Take care.